we move on to our next speaker, which is Alexandra, partner at Beyond Earth Technologies, space tech investor at Aloniq VC. And today she will speak on Beyond Earth Technologies, investment syndicate, and venture builder. The floor is yours, Alexandra. I will stop sharing.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me today. This is an amazing event, and thanks for invitation. So as Rihab mentioned, I am based in Singapore, and it's quite good to see this collaboration between regions and Gulf and Asia Pacific collaboration events. So yeah, maybe first about myself very quickly. So I'm based in Singapore, but I've been living international life for the last 15 years. And I've been living in the UK, Hong Kong, and moved to Singapore 18 months ago. And I think it's a great area, a great region for space. Let me share my screen while I'm sharing. Continue talking. So my background, I have a degree in physics, and I've been working in banking for 10 years before I started doing space. And that gave me different perspectives. So having a very technical degree, but also having financial background and commercial thinking from the financial industry. So as of today, I'm a venture partner at VC firm which is called Aloniq, which is a deep tech VC. We started investing in space globally around a year ago. And we recently closed 2 deals, very big competitive investments. And we currently actively deploying capital in space tech. In addition to that, we recently launched a syndicate which is called Beyond Earth Technologies, which I'm going to talk today a little bit more. And this is opportunity for angel investors to join the movement, to join the growing industry, and to be part of this big growing sector. Very maybe quickly about our philosophy and our mission. So we do believe that space industry is growing. It's important. It's enabling other industries. At some point, space industry will be bigger than Earth industry. And some people would like to take a bet on this. We think that as of today, the world is changing. And if you want to be successful as an investor, as a startup, you need to think about deep tech. You need to think about what type of technologies you want to commercialize. There is no second Google coming. There is no second Amazon coming. We don't think that, we already have done NFT collections, right? We understand it's not the way to make money. If you want to make money and if you want to add value to our civilization, we believe that deep tech is the way to go. So hence our mission here is we do help inventors, scientists, engineers to build their products, raise funds, and to grow and innovate. We help early stage companies, especially in deep tech. There are some specifics how to help them to kind of become more competitive and more startup-like, or more what investors used to see. And we help corporations to understand this as well, and how to bring these technologies and to use them to take competitive advantage. So we have services for startups and for investors as well. So for startups, we have a venture builder, which is helping, as I mentioned, we help early stage companies, sometimes pre-incorporation, sometimes when just people have idea, how to package it, how to find the right market fit, how to find the right region. And by the way, we actually, a lot of companies come in and advise and asking us for advice. We always suggest them to consider Gulf region as one of the growing area for a lot of potential, a lot of investors, lots of ideas, and a lot of capital as well. So, and also a second one is investment community. So as being a VC which is focusing in space tech, I'm in touch with top 50 space tech VCs on a daily basis. So I know the deal flow, I know the trends, I know the concerns, I know what's going on. So we take advantage of that community and trying to help pivot sometimes the message or polish the message, or kind of trying to get into the right trend and trying to get into the right events and right conversations. In addition to our syndicate, and our syndicate, of course, is a separate entity. So we encourage people to apply. There's apply your project. So we take projects from different areas, but we normally suggest if it can be as early as possible. So we're happy to talk to scientists, we're happy to talk to engineers, we're happy to talk to investors who just have an idea and don't know where to start, don't know where is the next step. What I want to focus today a little bit is about our investment community, which called Beyond Earth as well. So we run an investment syndicate, an investment community on a platform which is called AngelList. AngelList is the biggest social network of angel investors in the world, which is the most successful, and it has thousands of people who like to invest in VC and different areas. So we launched our syndicate there 4 weeks ago, and we already have 3 deals signed up with us, and we have more than hundreds of investors joined our syndicate, and we see every day we have more engagement coming on. So basically the idea here is very simple. We have the pipeline, we see all the best deals, we see people, we see projects with good lead investors, projects which have the good business models, and we try to be friendly with them. We try to get allocation. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes, obviously, as you can imagine, the best projects, they're always oversubscribed, and they don't like to take investors small, like syndicates or no name, or, they always want to have Sequoia, or sometimes syndicate can be difficult to get allocation. So we try to build relationship with the founders. We try to develop and see how we can get allocation. So basically we believe in different areas. So we believe in new business models, modern business models, which actually make money not on government contracts, not on kind of old space, but we think about new space. So a couple of examples, what we are currently investing. So we have Rohit here, who is going to present later after me. So I'm not going to talk about him, but his technology is truly fascinating. And laser-com, we believe it's a growing market. I see a lot of companies today, maybe like 25% of our pipeline somehow connected to laser-com. But of course, there is looking in the future, 5-10 years from today, probably we're not going to have fiber. Everything's going to be laser enabled. So, and I think Rohit has a very strong advantage, being based in Asia, going after the US market, having a very strong investor in QTEL on current round. They have an amazing connections, many projects we can't even talk about. They're so, but has amazing potential, but I'll let Rohit to tell about more. And a couple of examples, what we're doing as well is in space manufacturing, which is an area which we believe now is the place to go. NASA conducted 3,000 experiments on ISS in the last 25 years, but they're not commercializing this. They basically have a database and say, guys, if you want to build a startup, this is the place to go. You find an experiment, you understand the market, you understand the technology, you find the team, and then you go and invest, and then you go look for investors and build your company. So we see lots of companies coming and building something in space, semiconductors or proteins in space, stem cells, organoids, anti-cancer treatments, everything. So now, because we have Elon Musk, because we have SpaceX, the unit economy is different. Unit economics. So we see people now. The margins can be still higher. So people can still build something in space or manufacture something in space and bring back, and that still be profitable companies. So one of our projects today, which is building antibodies treatment for cancer treatments, a UK project called BioOrbit. They're doing exactly the same. They are working with pharma industry and they're building complex protein molecules which cannot be built on Earth because they collapse under gravity. But in orbit, they can be built bigger, more symmetrical, and more pure. So, and this is it's basically a revolution for the pharma industry. And another company which we're also investing today is a hydrogen energy, hydrogen storage, using a special type of membrane, very, very difficult IP, very difficult technology. But the founder, CEO, has a PhD in physics, and also serial entrepreneur. He sold his previous company for 100 million. So experienced exited founders. This is a couple of examples of what type of projects we like, of what type of projects we are looking at. But summary here is that we talk to best investors on a daily basis. We see the best deals. We pick the top ones, put them on our community, and then people can invest. The thing about this community is it's very, very retail friendly. We understand that I see lots of people constantly telling me, hey, Alex, I like to invest in space, but I'm not Elon Musk. I'm not Richard Branson. I don't know. I don't have $1 billion. I don't have $1 million to invest. And this is actually quite sad that people think that. But I was always say, our community allows to put checks from $1,000, $1,000, and this is very kind of opens a lot of quite a wide audience for us. Good thing also is quite good point for us that as of today there is not many new space companies public in the US and globally. So, and then people actually don't have opportunities to invest on for example, stock exchange. But VCs it's growing. We see a lot of startups. We see lots of projects coming, and there's always an opportunity for us to potentially look for next SpaceX. We target every deals to be early deal, and in our fund we target, for example, everything 50x return. Of course, it's a VC, it's unpredictable, and a lot of projects will fail, but it's a high risk. We like it, and we like to support founders as well. We like to see people come to us and say, hey, I have friends and family want to invest. I don't want to bring them to the cap table. Can they join your syndicate? Can they invest 5, 10K in your syndicate? And can we kind of create one simple one-liner on our cap table? That's also possible, and we do that a lot. So there's a QR code, which is you can scan, you can join. Please do put that you came from this webinar to us, because we do review all applications and we don't take everyone. Sometimes we try to think about investors who have the same vision as us, the same ideas, and have some experience. So please mention the name of this webinar, and we'll be happy to chat. Any questions? And maybe just very quickly as well, I do have some time, right? A little bit about our background.
Just Alexandra, you have 2 minutes to go. So
okay, perfect. Great. So, and a little bit about our team as well. So we not just investors, we all had entrepreneurial experience and commercial experience before. We launched 10 companies together, some of them together, some of them not, in 10 different countries. So we truly international. We have 4 partners. We based in different parts of the world. I'm covering Asia. We have Victor, who is covering Middle East, and we have 2 partners in Europe. So basically, strategically placed into different space tech hubs across the globe. We've done fundraising by ourselves. We understand how to do it, and we understand how difficult is that, and especially in deep tech area, that's even more difficult. We've done 4 exits. So we know how to sell companies. We know how to exit them. Our investment portfolio is quite successful as well. So we invest in more than 140 companies altogether, including deep tech companies and space tech companies. And IRR is actually more than 90%. So we do have a successful track record. And we also used AngelList for many of our deals. We do have a network of investors, more than 1,000 people and VC funds, which we work on a daily basis. Maybe not with 1,000, but keep regular contacts with many of them. So, and then we think that, currently the space tech is a hot area, which is developing a lot of attention, a lot of capital coming, a lot of talent. But we still think we should have more. And that's why we're here. That's why we're here to help the founders, investors, and the community to get better exposure to the space. Thank you so much for having me. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I would wait for the Q&A at the end, right?
Thank you, Alexandra.